Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84. Welcome back to the game room. Today I have another collector's video for you. In this console, I really don't give a whole lot of love to, just because I'm not super nostalgic for it, because I didn't have one growing up. But there is a lot of great games for the console, and that is the Sega Genesis. So if you want to see 10 games I think every collector should have in their collection, stick around. Alright guys, so again, this is 10 games every collector should have in their collection. No particular order, it's not a top 10 list, not my 10 favorite games. 10 games every collector should have. And the first one, I'm going to go with the one that I don't have in box, the only loose cart that I've got that I put in this list, and that is SpiderMan Venom Maximum Carnage. This game was probably one of my favorite beat 'em ups growing up. Really fun game. It is a beat 'em up. So if that style of game's for you, then that game may not be the one for you. The next one on the list, and again, I'll put some gameplay footage of these somewhere, and I'll put the price according to price charting on the screen somewhere as well. The next one is Adventures of Batman and Robin. Super fun game. This is probably one of the best no, it's not. I'll take that back. It's a really good Batman game. The Genesis version is better of the home console versions, such as Super Nintendo and Genesis. Although the Sega CD version, I think, is even better than this version. But this one is a fun one as well. Definitely worth having in the collection. Definitely if you're a Batman fan. It's one of those games that's not super easy, but it's not super hard. Like, it has an appropriate difficulty level. So definitely recommend that one. The next one is gonna have to be on the list just because. That is Castlevania Bloodlines. I did not grow up playing this game. As I mentioned, I did not have a Sega Genesis. However, I did grow up playing 1, 2, 3, and Super Castlevania 4. This one I didn't play until I was probably an adult, to be truthfully honest with you. I do really like the game. It's not my favorite Castlevania game, but it's better than the second one in my mind. Some people like the second one, but it is a really fun game. Definitely worth having in your collection. Next one is a good one. I just recently got this one. I didn't play it as a kid either, and that is Rocket Knight Adventures. You'll see a theme here with these games. A lot of them are Konami releases. That's just because Konami was killing it back in the NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis days. 2D action platformer. Really fun game. I'm surprised that they didn't do a lot more with this one. They have a second one. I believe it's called Sparkster. And I think it actually came out on the Super Nintendo. Let me look and see real quick since I'm sitting in front of a computer. They did do like a remaster or remake of this. So Sparkster came out on Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. So I was correct there. And holy jeez. Loose cart on the Super Nintendo is $162 for Sparkster. CIB's $442. It's not cheap on Genesis either. Loose cart being $133, a complete being at $254. Wow. That's one that I don't have in the collection. But anyway, Rocket Knight Adventures, awesome. I actually picked this up 2 years ago, I think, at the Louisville Arcade Expo, I do believe. That's where I got this at. Super fun game. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Recommend that you have it in yours. The next one is another Konami game. It's fun. I prefer Turtles in Time to this one. That's simply because I grew up with Turtles in Time. But Hyperstone Heist, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anything with Turtles is super fun. And in fact, Konami's doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection that's going to have the arcade game. It's going to have Turtles in Time arcade. It's going to have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles 2 the arcade game, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Manhattan Project for NES on it. It's going to have Turtles in Time console version on it, Hyperstone Heist on it, and the Game Boy games. And I look for it to come out later this year, so definitely keep an eye on that one. But if you collect Sega Genesis, you like Ninja Turtles, Hyperstone Heist is one that you absolutely need in your collection. The next one is, it's a classic. If you own a Sega Genesis, you own this game. But I could not put this game on there, especially since the movie is actually coming out fairly soon. That is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game. I prefer the second one. I don't know why. I guess that's just the one that I played the most. Do like the game a whole lot. This is the not for resale variant. I actually think it's probably cheaper because it was a pack-in with the console, so that's the one that you see everywhere. But if you've not played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to get your priorities in line. Next, we're going to go, this one's a bit expensive, but it is a fun one. And as you all know, I am a Legend of Zelda fan. Crusader of Sentai, it's an Atlas release, if that tells you how hard it is to find or how expensive it is. It's, you know, kind of Sega's version of A Link to the Past. Super fun game. I enjoy it. It is not a replacement for Legend of Zelda, but it is a fun game. And any collector should probably have that in their collection. Alright, so next we're going to do the last Konami game that I have on this list, and that is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I love this game. It is a LucasArts game. It's just a fun game. I thought someone was knocking on my door. They still may be. I don't know. This is a fun game. It's also on Super NES. I played it on Super NES growing up. I now have the Sega Genesis version of it. Just as fun. Awesome game. Actually, limited run, done the physical release of the 2-pack of Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol. I talked about that one a few videos back, but that's kind of the sequel to that one. I ordered it, and it's the last one that I'm waiting to get in. You already know my spiel on limited run. It's the last one I'm waiting on. I've not got it yet. They say it's not going to ship to Q2 of 2022. So I'll look for it at the end of Q2. Anyway, really fun. This is another 2 Batman games on this list. Wow. This is a fun Batman game. Sunsoft was really killing it back then with their Batman titles. Gremlins 2, good NES game. But Batman Revenge of the Joker. So it's kind of the same game on NES. The one on NES, however, is called Return of the Joker. This one is Revenge of the Joker. Because Genesis does what Nintendo don't, I guess. Super fun game. I like it. I would definitely recommend it. It's kind of a hard game. The Joker's real easy when you get to the end of it. But it is a fun game. I think I got this from Tell Your Friends Game and Collectibles, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. But fun game to have nonetheless. And this last one really surprised me. And that is McDonald's Treasureland Adventures on Sega Genesis. I liked McKids. Global Gladiators is another McDonald's game on the Sega Genesis. And I liked it. This one is a 2D side-scrolling platformer, a lot like Mario or Sonic. But McDonald's Treasureland Adventure, it's a fun one. Definitely recommend checking it out. And have it in your collection if you're a collector. Get this, you will not be disappointed. So in my GameCube video, I done one accessory that you should have. This one should be a no-brainer, but if you're collecting Sega Genesis, you have to have the 6-button controller. This controller is so much better than the big 3-button controller, simply because in like some fighting games, you have to hit the start button to go from kicks to punches. This one you don't, because you got 6 buttons. So much better. So much better. It's more ergonomic. Like it's easier to hold than that big old clunky thing. You don't need it, but if you're a collector, you don't have one of these, trust me, get one. They may not be hard to find. They may be hard to find. This is actually a Retrobit re-release. It is an official Sega controller, so it is licensed through Sega, and it works just like the original 6 buttons. Same D-pad, same buttons. Feels the same, works the same. I've actually got 2 of them. I've got one for the Sega Genesis, and then I've got this one is actually a US. Nope, this one isn't. I've got this one, and I've got a USB 6-button for my Sega Genesis Mini. Absolutely love this controller. Definitely recommend having that if you are a collector. Guys, that is 10 Sega Genesis games that every collector should have. And one accessory. We're going to stick with that theme, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. 10 recommendations from what console to you all, the collectors. Let me know what you're interested in hearing my thoughts on. And that might be the next video. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like the content, hit that like button. If you're not done, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. Ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be notified when I post a video for you. Until next time.